Hey everybody, Kevin here from Humble Craftworks. Welcome back. Today's video is all about figuring out the perfect space. The project I'm working on is right in front of me. It's a slatted bench with a curved slat in it. There's 38 slats that have to go in all these little holes, and I had to figure out what all of these little spaces were mathematically. Not always fun. So I'm gonna give you a little formula or explanation of how this works today. I always call it add one and divide. Gives you the perfect space every single time. And the only reason I'm making this video is because of this project. A lot of people don't know how you figure out the perfect space between anything. Whether they're fence pickets, the stair balusters, you gotta get them all perfectly in alignment. Fixed shelves, you gotta figure out fixed shelves. A 6-panel, 8-panel door, what size the raised panels are gonna be, or panels, or whatever it is. This is what you're gonna do. You add one and divide. So in today's video, I'm gonna try to show you how to figure out the perfect space for you, regardless of whatever the size is. It's always just add one and divide, and hopefully when you're done watching this, it'll make sense. So you can also use the same formula for figuring out centers. If you want to figure out what all those centers would be, I'll explain how you do that also. Let's get to the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Hey everybody, Kevin here. Welcome back. Today, I'm going to try to explain something that's not really difficult once you learn it. Once you have it in your head, it's there. But listening to how I'm going to explain it could make your brain explode. It's hard to explain, it's easy to show you. That's why I set up this right here. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna learn a formula, which I call add one and divide. So I'm gonna try to explain that today. I don't know how it's gonna work out. We're using props today, right here, and I'm gonna put little red marks on what I'm going to use as posts. Add one and divide is done like this. We have an opening. Here's our opening. There's 2 posts. Let's pick a number. In between the posts from here to here is 18 inches. And we'd like to stick 4 balusters, 4 pickets, 4 whatever, it doesn't really matter what it is. We're going to have 4 pieces that we're going to install, and we want them all evenly spaced. This formula works for all of that, even making face frames. This will help you find the spacing between here, and if you modify it slightly, you can also figure out where the dead center of everything is. Also, if you want to just have everything lined up on centers. So here are the 2 posts. We have 4 pickets, 4 balusters, 4 whatever. Whatever this material is that you're going to use, we have 4. This is 18 between here and here. We write down 18 for 18 inches. Now we add up whatever these balusters are. Let's say they're 2 inches, so 2, 4, 6, 8. So we have 18, and we're gonna subtract all the parts. Minus 8, with the equals, and we have 10 inches. Here's where add one and divide comes in. Whatever the number of these parts, so there's 4 of these, we're gonna add one and divide. And the reason for that is, there's 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we take the 10, and we divide it by 5, that gives us 2 inches. So if this is 18 inches wide here, and we have a 2-inch space between these 2-inch balusters, pickets, boards, whatever, we divide it by 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that gives us 2 inches, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And that's it. That's a simple formula. You add one to whatever the material is, and you divide it. Let's make it different. Let's make these all are gonna be fixed shelves. We're gonna take from inside to inside, let's go 30 inches, from here to here. These are all 3/4 of an inch, and we want them all perfectly centered. So all of us that we're building a bookshelf that's 30 inches tall or whatever, and we want them all equal. So this would be 3 inches. So it'd be 3/4, 1 1/2, 2 1/4, 3 inches. We're gonna take 30 inches from here to here. We're gonna subtract 3, minus 3, gives us 27. And we're gonna do the same thing we did before. We're gonna add one and divide. There's 4 shelves, we're gonna add one and divide. That gives you 5.4 inches, which will lead you into Crazyville, because what's 0.4 inches? So if we took a stick and cut it to 5.4 inches and put it here, screwed this down or nailed it in place, then we took that same board and put it here, 5.4 inches. We attach that one to whatever it's going to. This one, same thing, all the way up to here, should be 5.4 inches evenly 5 times. So whatever your material is, you add one and divide whatever is left over for the space. Now, what do you do at the 0.4? I'm gonna explain that right now. Okay, the 0.4 can be a problem because you have to take that 0.4, which is a decimal, and you have to turn it into a fraction. 0.4 is close to 7/16. If you want to figure out what 7/16 is as a decimal, you take 7 and you divide it by 16. 0.4375. Minus 0.4 leaves you 0.0375. What is that? 0.625 is a 16th, a 32nd, that's a 32nd of an inch. So the closest you can get to getting this number right, which was, 5.4 inches, is 5 and 15 32nds of an inch. whether it's 8 feet or 8 inches, it works the same way. So if it's 4, you're gonna divide by 5. If it's 8, you're gonna divide by 9. If it's 100, you're gonna divide by 101. That's just the way the formula works. You can actually stick everything like this. If you're not sure that they're all exactly the same, you can just stack them up on one side. Okay, so we have some random extra boards, and we're not sure of the thickness. We have 7 of these guys. We measure this, and let's say it is, there's 20 inches in there. So what are we gonna do? So we add all these together, right? And whatever is left over is 20 inches. So what do? We have 7, we're gonna divide by 8. We have 20 inches left over from here to here after we stuffed everything over and measured from the end to there, 20, and then we're gonna divide that by 8. It gives you 2.5 inches. We just took everything here and just smooshed it all into one side. We don't even need to measure this. We just need to measure from here to here. If we want equal amounts in between each one of these 7, we have to divide by 8. We had 20 inches left over, we divide it by 8. That gives us 2.5 inches in between each one of these to make them all perfectly even Steven. Here's another thing you can do. Okay, let's say we have 7 pieces here and we have these 2, and we want to just find the centers of all of these. So if you have 7 pieces here, you wouldn't subtract any of it. You want to find the centers, you would just measure from here to here. Let's say it's 36 inches. We have 7 pieces that we want to find the centers for. So we're going to divide 36 by 8. Divide by 8, 4.5 inches. If you were to draw a line, 36 inches, and go every 4.5 inches and put a mark, that'd be perfect center lines for all of these. And we just put them on the center lines, we screw them from the backside. Yeah. Hopefully that made sense. If not, I'm sorry. Oh my God, my brain hurts. My brain hurts from just thinking about thinking. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Was it interesting talking about math?
No.
Jimmy says no. I totally agree. But it's something you have to learn. It can work for fixed shelves, it can work for balusters, pickets, fence parts, face frame parts, you name it. Doors, you want to figure out doors, you want to put certain rails in there. What is equal for this 8-foot door? Well, you figure out the material, however many rails you want. Let's say there's 4, then you divide all that by 5. That'll give you the spacing between each one of those rails. If you want to find the centers, don't use the material, just divide it by 5 anyway, and that'll give you centers of everything. It's in my head.
Really?
It's just the way it works. You got to get it in your head. Anyway, there we go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you learned something new today. Good God. Share it with your friends, share it with the world, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe now.